Your website is very slow, your system is very slow when a lot of data come in. Whether in the early of the day, it's not slow, but why is it so slow now? Three things. First thing is the logic of the coding. The second thing is the database. The third thing is the technology that you use. I'd like to share this in details and let you know what is happening in your system, why it's so slow. Okay, when we talk about the logics, sometimes when we want to create something, example, you want to create a button, when you click it and go to process B and you click it and send the email and you click it and go to process 1, right? You get it? But sometimes we can achieve this very easily, and sometimes the programmer route very big route. He go to the KL, go to the Singapore and go to Indonesia and then come back. Wow, the code is so long to achieve one small thing. Sometimes the code can be very slow to achieve the same thing. So this is the thing that you need to clarify with the developers, how the logic is run. Why this is important? Because this is about your cost of maintenance. It will affect your website or system become very slow. And then the second thing is about the database. Database is very important. How you store the data, how you retrieve data is very important. You just imagine if you have an Excel, you store everything inside, but you pass to another person, they cannot understand how to use it. Take the 1 week, 2 weeks understand. What do you think? It will take very long time to slow and process the data to read the report and faster. Have the outcome means that the data is stored incorrectly when they are trying to read and understanding it takes very long time. So when talk about the database, it's important is how we store the data must ensure how we retrieve it easily. Because if we can store the data very easily and retrieve very easily, it can improve the process of the systems. And the third thing is the technology. Okay, there's a lot of technology can use to improve the speed. Okay, different programming language, different technology use. The most common use is Ajax. Okay, if you are using Ajax to load the data, it can improve faster. If you do not use Ajax, what will happen? If you have a 100 of record data, straight away load is very fast. 500 very fast. 1000 very fast. 5000 very fast. When it comes to the 10,000, slow. 15,000, when you want to click a button, it takes 3 minutes to load, 5 minutes to load. Wow, very susah. What happened? What is happening inside? Things like this. If you are using a retrieve the data and output on screen, if you have 10,000 data, it load the 10,000 and then arrange in page 1, page 2, page 3, but the 10,000 data is loaded out. Just but you cannot see it, but it's still loaded out. It takes time to load and then wait. By the time the data increase, then it will take longer time to load the screens. Now, how to solve this? You can use the Ajax. You can use the Ajax is, let's say you are in page 1, you only load the data from the first data to the 100. Let's say you are in page 5, you only load number 500 records to 600. That's okay. So this can improve the speed. Why I want to share this is very important. Because when we have a system in our hand, we have to check with the developers whether this system can handle big data or not. It's very important. Because it's all about the cost and times. You see, if the wrong technology is used, by the time the data increase, you want to do the change, it's really take time. The risk is very high. It might take months because this need to overhaul the system to do a lot of changes. If you're not going to create the system to handle big data, but you have to ensure you can use a simple system solution now. In the future, when data growth can handle or not, and the developer give the answer, okay, can handle, no problem. By the time we increase, by the time when we do the improvement, just a 1 click, or maybe just a 3 days, or maybe just a 1 week's work, okay, that's fair. But if your developer tell you, by the time the data increase, I will take 3 months to do the improvement, how are you going to handle? So the 3 things is really important. These are the things that affect the system slow. The first thing is the logics. Good logic take a very small piece of code. The bad logic, it will route you to the KL, Singapore, Indonesia and come back. The second thing is how you store the data in the database and how you retrieve is very important. And the third thing is the technology can be varied. A lot of different type of technology you can use. Maybe you're not going to use the expensive one, you can use cheap one. But you have to ensure by the time when your data, your business grow, is able to do the improve easily.